Win a set of rescue recovery boards. Subscribe to the Quadratec YouTube channel and leave a comment down below. Hey, Rob here for Quadratec. Today we're taking a look at the 3 offerings from AMP Tires. Here on the table I've got their 2 all-terrain tires, both the Terrain Pro and Terrain Attack. I also have the Terrain Attack Mud Terrain tire here to take a look at. Now between these 3 offerings, there's sure to be one that's designed to suit your specific Jeep and how you intend to use it. Today we're going to take a closer look at each one separately to help you make the best choice at a new set of tires for your Jeep. So why don't we go ahead and get started by clearing the table off here so we can take a closer look at the Terrain Pro ATP. Our first tire up here is the Terrain Pro ATP. This is an all-terrain tire. Now if your Jeep is going to be spending the majority of its life on the pavement, this is probably the best pick out of the bunch for you. The Terrain Pro ATP has been designed to be an all-terrain tire. It's going to perform very well when you're on the pavement. Also has some qualities to help give it great performance when you do decide to leave the pavement for your next off-road adventure. Now for starters, the Terrain Pro ATP features a very impressive 60,000 mile tread life warranty. So you can be assured that this tire is going to be around for quite a few miles when you put them on your Jeep. It's also backed by AMP Tires limited lifetime structural warranty, and it does feature the Triple Peak Mountain Snowflake insignia, which means that this is an approved winter tire for you. It's going to maintain higher levels of traction during the snowy and icy conditions over a standard all-terrain tire without that insignia. Now, if we start by taking a look at some of these specific features with this tire, we're going to see an advanced tire tread compound used in the construction of this tire to help resist against chipping and breaking down of the tread blocks. That's going to maintain a higher level of traction for you in all conditions, whether you're on-road or off-road with this tire. It's going to give you great performance in different conditions, whether it be wet, dry, snow, or ice. This is going to be a great performing tire for you in all of those different scenarios. Now, if we spin it back and we move from the tread down to the sidewall, we're going to see this twin peak design to our sidewall lugs. Now those are going to be designed with some open voids here along the shoulder of the tire. That's going to help eject mud, gravel, things that are getting stuck in there to help maintain a higher level of traction for you. Again, whether you're simply driving on the pavement or if you're on a gravel road or a muddy, dirty trail, those sidewall lugs are going to help to maintain that high level of traction for you. Speaking of traction, back here to the tread surface, you're going to see a lot of multi-directional siping through these different sized tread lugs in the pattern. Those sipes are going to help maintain a high level of traction during wet conditions or snowy or icy conditions. We've also got a stepped design to these tread blocks, again, to help improve traction. And finally, we've got these nice deep grooves in the tread surface of the tire. Those are going to do a number of things for you. Of course, they're going to help to eject mud, gravel, rocks, and things that get stuck in there with these built-in rock ejectors. They're also going to help to prevent the chance of any punctures through the surface of the tire because we do have these nice deep grooves between the tread blocks there on the Terrain Pro ATP. Now finally, to recap the performance characteristics you can expect from the ATP, you are going to be seeing excellent dry weather handling characteristics from this tire, both on and off the pavement, as well as great wet weather handling characteristics from this tire, both in the rain, snow, and ice. You're also going to get an excellent and very comfortable ride and handling from this tire. And of course, we do have that nice long tread life with the 60,000 mile tread life warranty backing the Terrain Pro ATP. Now finally, on your off-road performance of this tire, it is going to be down just slightly from the other 2 tires that we're taking a look at today, yet you can still expect very good performance from the ATP when you decide to leave the pavement with your Jeep for your next off-road adventure. Why don't we go ahead and swap this tire out so we can check out the next option from AMP Tires. Now the next tire up here is the Terrain Attack ATA all-terrain tire. This tire is slightly more aggressive than the last tire that we looked at, meaning if you still daily drive and use your Jeep for a lot of different tasks, but maybe plan to spend a little bit more time off the pavement, well, the Terrain Attack could be the best solution for your Jeep. The Terrain Attack ATA will sacrifice a little bit of handling and characteristics over the last tire. However, again, it will improve in the off-road department. This tire still features a 40,000 mile tread life warranty, also is backed by Amp Tires limited lifetime warranty, and it does feature that triple Mountain Peak Snowflake insignia, meaning that the Terrain Attack ATA is going to be an excellent performing winter tire for you, giving you better performance than a tire that does not wear that badge in snowy and icy conditions. Now, if we start by taking a look here at the tread surface of the tire, you're going to see a slightly more open design than that ATP, the Pro that we looked at previously. Again, this tire has been designed to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of handling and being able to take you farther and to some more extreme places when you're headed off the pavement. Now, as you can see, we do have multiple different size tread blocks, especially down the shoulder of the tire here. That's going to help to bite into that terrain surface for you, along with help clearing out those treads when they do get packed with mud, with gravel, with snow. If we move down the shoulder of the tire here, we're going to see this dual kind of stepped sidewall lug design to the Terrain Attack ATA, and that dual sidewall lug there is going to really help to bite in to those difficult terrain, those difficult obstacles that you may encounter, to help gain a little bit of extra traction as you're crawling down the trail. Speaking of traction, as we move back up here to the tread surface, you are going to see a lot of large sipes here through the tread blocks. Again, those are going to help aid in increasing the wet weather performance of this tire, both in the rain, in the snow, in the ice. We're also going to see this nice step design and these multi-shaped lugs through the center of the tire, again, to help increase your on-road performance and still perform very well off-road. That step design is going to help to eject things like rocks and gravel that may get lodged in that tread, to help keep that level of off-road traction higher with the Terrain Attack ATA. Now, if we go ahead and recap some of the handling characteristics of the ATA tire here, you are going to see excellent dry weather handling characteristics from this tire. We are going to see very good wet weather handling out of the ATA. However, it is going to decrease marginally over the previous version of the tire. We also are losing just a little bit in the terms of ride and handling comfort from this tire, again, because it is designed to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of keeping that traction up when you're headed off the pavement. As far as our tread life warranty goes on here, we're seeing 40,000 miles of a tread life warranty, so you're still going to get a nice long lifespan from the Terrain Attack ATA. And as far as our off-road performance goes, we're seeing a very high level of performance and expectation from a great performing all-terrain tire. Why don't we go ahead and get this out of the way so we can check out the last of the 3 offerings here from Amp Tires. Now, the third tire we're taking a look at today here is the Terrain Attack Mud Terrain tire. This is going to be the most aggressive out of the 3 that we're taking a look at today. If you're planning on using your Jeep more time off the pavement, or if you know that you're going to be trying to attempt those more difficult obstacles and heading down those difficult trails, well, a mud terrain tire may be the best solution for your Jeep and for the style of driving that you're planning on doing. Now, the Terrain Attack MT mud terrain tire, as I mentioned, is going to be the most aggressive, as well as feature some purpose-built and purposely designed features specifically more for off-pavement driving. However, it is still going to be an excellent on-road, well-mannered tire for you that you can use for your Jeep, even if it's still a daily driver. If we go ahead and start by taking a look here at the tread surface of the Terrain Attack mud terrain tire, you'll notice visually it is definitely a more aggressive tire than the previous 2 that we've taken a look at here. We've got much wider and open voids here in the tread block surface of the tire here. If we start by looking at the shoulder here, we're going to see nice very large openings in the lugs surrounding both inner and outer shoulders of that tire, along with these ejectors built down deep in those grooves to help void the tire of mud, snow, gravel, rocks that may get loaded up in there to give you a very high level of traction and performance when you're headed off the pavement. Now, if we spin and look as we go down the shoulder to the sidewall of the tire here, we feature an A logo here for AMP tires here built right into that sidewall lug for a very unique looking design. And with the design of that A and these slightly smaller lugs in between, it's still going to do a very great job at biting into those obstacles you encounter on the trail. You see we even have some siping put through those sidewall lugs, again, to help bite into all different styles of terrain and whatever conditions you may find yourself in. Now, if we spin back up to the tread surface here, you're going to see some very deep sipes here through all of the different tread blocks, although not as many sipes are put through each of these treads. So we are going to see a slight decrease in on-road wet weather traction, but that is to be expected from something like a very aggressive mud terrain tire. This tire is designed to perform its best when you're off the pavement, in the rocks, in the mud, in the snow. That's where this tire is really going to shine. Now, just to recap some of the performance and handling characteristics we can expect from the Terrain Attack MT mud terrain tire, we're going to see excellent dry weather handling from this tire. It's going to perform very well for you both on and off road in dry conditions. On wet weather conditions, whether that be rain, snow, ice, we are going to see a slight decrease in performance from this tire over the two all-terrain versions that we've previously looked at. However, that is to be expected of a very aggressive mud terrain tire. As far as on-road and off-road ride and handling comfort goes from this mud terrain tire, again, we're seeing a slight decrease over the all-terrain versions from AMP tire, but of course that is to be expected again with an aggressive mud terrain tire. This tire is not designed to give you a comfortable ride, it's designed to give you a very predictable and capable tire that's going to perform really well for you in more difficult types of terrain and conditions. As far as our tread life expectancy from this tire, again, we're going to see a slight decrease over the two all-terrain versions. Again, it is designed to be an aggressive mud terrain tire, and that's to be expected as far as the tread life goes out of a tire of this design. Now, finally, in the area of off-road performance and handling, this is going to be the winner, the best in class as far as all three of these tires goes, giving us the highest level of off-road performance. So if you know you're going to be spending that time off the pavement, well, the Terrain Attack mud terrain tire is probably the best solution for you. Now, just to recap all three tires we looked at here today, we had the AMP Tires Terrain Pro ATP, as well as the Terrain Attack ATA, and finally the Terrain Attack MTA. Three very capable and slightly different tires. Which one is the right one for you? Well, really that comes down to your specific Jeep and the style of driving that you know you're going to be doing. Really be honest with yourself, figure out what's going to work best for you. Are you looking for a tire that's going to perform best on-road with occasional off-road use? Well, that might be that Terrain Pro ATP with that great 60,000 mile tread wear warranty. If you're going to be doing a little more off-road driving, well, maybe check out that Terrain Attack ATA with slightly better features for off-pavement driving, but still going to give you very great on-road manners. If you know you're going to be spending the most time off the pavement, check out that Terrain Attack mud terrain tire for the best off-road performance. If you guys want to get more information or to purchase any one of the three tires that we checked out today, you can click that info button to head over to quadratec.com. Of course, if you have any comments or questions about any of the tires available from AMP Tires, you can always leave those for me down in the comment section below or contact us directly at any of the options on the screen. And as always, if you haven't already and you like these videos, do me a huge favor, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification icon to be sure to catch all of our latest videos. Till next time, I'm Rob. I'll see you out on the trail.